Hey, this is Nimbus Intuition, and it's tea time. I didn't come on here with anything particular today. I just wanted to do tea time. I missed y'all yesterday, and I wanted to go ahead and catch up. So, got my tea. I'm ready for you. So, let me make sure y'all can hear me, and let's do our thing. So, before we get started, y'all know how I like to do. So before we get started, let's think about good things, pleasant things, things that make us smile, things that make us laugh, things that make us feel good. It could be something that happened recently, something that has, happened today, something from the past, something that you're looking forward to even. Think about that. What made your cheeks hurt? What made you boil over because you was laughing so hard? What made you feel really good? Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. All right. All right. So it's tea time, and there's a lot that I've been thinking about on what to share with y'all because I've been talking about relationships a lot, and I probably will today too. But a lot's been coming across my path, and it's like, wow. And the stuff that's been coming across my path, besides some spiritual stuff, it's about the things that's going on in the communities. And it's like, wow, right? And so that's been on my mind because I'm thinking about how it's just so in your face right now. And to be honest, these things have been going on. They just haven't been visible. And I'm sure that has been part of it. However, it makes me think on a level of like spirituality because to me, the things that are going on, the things that are happening, the things that I'm seeing, all of it, I want to say all of it. Yeah, pretty much all of it though. Where's the spirituality? That's what that's my thought right now. Where's the spirituality in things right now? Where's God? Right? And so that's what I've been thinking about. And relationships too, but it's all related because that's all this existence is us related. We have to figure out our relationships throughout this lifetime and until the next, right? But where's the spirituality in it? Like, if you are a believer in a higher power, even if you don't subscribe to a religion, where is that in the things that are going on? And I was thinking about the girl who, got set up a few weeks ago. A lot of that's just in your face right now. And, it's good and it's bad because, a couple years ago, we wouldn't have seen this play out like it's playing out as we can find out how things are going as it's going. A couple years ago, maybe before Obama was in office, we wouldn't have seen this play out, with this community. We wouldn't have seen what happened and how it's, opening up and what's being discovered. And it just most likely a few years ago we wouldn't have seen it, but now it's in your face, and so we see it. Makes the other things that have been unseen now appear. And so it just looks, it doesn't look good, of course. This is what, it is. But then, that question is like, where's the spirituality in things? Because these are things like jealousy and envy, right? Going to extremes, all right? You can even say hate, right? And these are the lower energies. These are the lower energies, and this is like low vibrational stuff. All of the stuff that you'll see of that nature is going to be low vibrational. People with their life being shortened because somebody, they couldn't control their anger in a moment and then took somebody's life, or jealousy and I'm gonna say hate, you know, going to the extreme where you hurt somebody because of not being able to control that jealousy and the love that I guess turns to hate, because hate is just the other side of love. Where is it where we're seeing things like just people just constantly getting hurt, and I really, it makes me think of the World Star situation. Like I don't like seeing people get hurt. And the thing about it is, people gonna do what they're gonna do. They're gonna watch what they're gonna watch, and that's how it is, right? However, when you get used to eating that, and I say that's what we eating. When we eat with our, not only our taste buds, we eat with our eyes, we eat with our ears, we eat with all of our senses. So if you are eating stuff like World Star, that's what you consume, and that's what you're getting used to. And what it does, even if you don't want to, you know, have the realization that it's doing, is desensitizing you to violence. Because as far as I know, World Star is about people getting hurt, people fighting and getting hurt, right? And so you're getting desensitized from violence. You even may wind up wanting to see violence because this is something that you're eating, something you're getting used to, something that you may come to want and desire, right? If that's what you're eating all the time. So what it does is, it just, it gets us in the state, and I'm saying us, I don't watch it. I have seen a clip or two, but I don't like seeing people getting hurt. So it's like if I the moments where it's come across my path, I quickly, it quickly went away from my path because that's just not something that I want to see. But the result of that kind of thing, and it's not only that sight, I'm sure, but the result is being desensitized, like I said, wanting to see it, and then maybe even acting it out, because that's what is, normal to the folks who take this in all the time, right? So where is where's the God in things? Where's the God in things? It's all the things that have come across. I saw something about a kid who hurt his mother because he couldn't get his way, and it's just so disturbing stuff that that's come across my path. And it was my mistake because I looked at something related to the girl who lost her life getting set up. And with AI, when you click on stuff, that's what you get. You get more of whatever you're watching. And so it's not only, if it's World Star, it's not only World Star, you're gonna see everything like World Star, if that's what you're watching. But there's no God in any of this that's going on. And so it's like, when did this community become, it was a time when we were very visibly God's people. Like I'm just, and I'm focusing on the one community, yes, because that's what I'm seeing. It didn't take having to be like super religious or anything like that. And we kind of like naturally had that virtue going on, naturally had that I don't know, that connection going on, that higher thinking as far as spirituality is concerned. But when you see this stuff going on, it's like, where is God in any of this? And so I'm wondering how, as we become aware and awake, and we grow, um, and go forward with the future, how are we going to raise the next generations to bring God back into our lives and our way of living, in our everyday existence, the way we just love each other on a daily basis, where those things don't really happen often because we're too busy loving each other. And I know some people don't like to hear that. It sounds whatever, kumbaya, whatever you want to call it, but it's a reality that you can have. We can choose the reality we want to have. And when you see this stuff, because if you're watching that kind of stuff, you are seeing that. You're seeing it everywhere. Everywhere that you know what I'm saying, it's not like a certain location that you're seeing it. It's everywhere. However, if that's not what you're feeding yourself, you probably won't see it, because until I clicked on a couple things, I didn't see it. So you can create your environment. You can create your life as far as you can choose. All right. As long as you got choice, you can make choices to create your reality. That includes your environment. As long as you work, it might not happen immediately, but step by step, you make decisions so that your environment is the way that you want it. And so how are we going to get to the next generation coming up doing better? Because things are what they are, and it's not everybody. And the unfortunate part about it is, when it comes to this community, everybody wants to take one instance and put it on all of us. Y'all know how it is. Even though color is just a division mechanism and all of that, y'all know how it is. And so this one instance is going to make a whole bunch of people think a certain way about everybody who reflects the people involved in this situation, which is totally wrong and unfair. But that's how things happen. However, these are the things that are going on. And we don't want to continue. We don't want this stuff to continue. We definitely don't want it to expand. So what are we going to do to bring up the generations coming up, the younger generations, so that we can kind of, get this better, in a better state, where we are teaching the kids about how to have the emotions, because it's all about emotions. If you're angry, a moment of anger can land you in jail if you don't know how to control it. That includes that hate, that jealousy, that envy, all the lower emotions. And we're waking up, so we are learning better. If you don't already know, we are already learning these things about, the emotions and how, to control them and everything. But then we have to actively, I think, do something to make sure that the next generations coming up are not repeating the things that are going on right now. And that includes what we urge them to eat with all of their senses. This is not just about, like I said, what we take into our taste buds, but what we listening to, what we're looking at, our environment, what we're touching, we just all of our senses. This is what we're eating. And so that's the question that I'm posing. What are we going to do to improve the situation? Is this, what kind of conversations are going on because of this thing that has recently gone on? Is it like, oh, that's messed up? You know what I mean? Or is it like bringing up other scenarios that you can think about where you know something similar that happened here or there or somewhere? And that would be too bad and sad if that you can think of multiple situations that were similar. But we can change things. Change takes time. It may not be overnight, but we can change things. And so I think the first thing is trying to teach our kids to make better choices and learn about how to control the emotions, which, is all a work in progress because, you know, I got a couple of emotions I need to control myself. But those low emotions, we definitely we can do better, and we can teach the younger kids better coming up. We can. That's been on my heart. I saw a whole range of stuff. Like I think it was a couple of days ago when I decided to click on something that had to do with that situation, and it was one thing after another thing, and it was like, oh my goodness, let me. I I think I reset the whole channel I was on because it was like a nonstop. It was nonstop. It was one thing after another. And it was all this negative stuff that's going on in the one community. And so, you know. But let me know what you think, comments or whatever about it. I just think it's sad. I don't stay in sadness, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put on my oldies and get to raising my vibe after seeing that. But it's really sad. It's sad that people with so much potential are just not having a full life because of us not like recognizing the things that we can do so that we can control ourselves. Basically, that's what it comes down to. We got to control ourselves and love, like for real. If it was love instead of anger and jealousy or whatever, then it would have total difference of situations and equate love and God. So back to the original question, where's the God in any of this? And God is absent and barely, seen in these situations because there's no love in these situations. And so let me know what you think. That's just my 2 cents on it. I'm gonna talk about something else though, because just to think about the stuff that I saw, it's like, oh my goodness. And it's sad. All right, so on another note, I want to talk about relationships. And like I said, everything is a relationship, so I just want to kind of get away from that for a minute. And it's tea time, so let me try to get this tea. I always forget my tea lately. It's too hot. Yeah, so relationships, particularly the intimate love relationships. Yeah, I know I'm gonna always talk about that. All right. So I wish there was some questions I could answer because I know that sometimes from what I talk about, people have questions. And I don't always get to answer people when they have them. So I would love to answer some questions. About my Celibate 69 series. Now, you can pick that up. That's on Amazon. No FEP November. We just got out of that. I hope, congrats to all who made it through, who took the challenge on and made it through the month. Okay. And like I said before, for those who didn't do so great, still time to do it better. The next time you try it. But I had an idea, and I was talking about this earlier this week. And I think I will, just take it on myself to do it because, No Fap November is what it is. But y'all know I'm into astrology and all that. And I think that No Fap November, as great as the challenges and everything else, that it shouldn't just be in the month of November. I think it should rotate. Only because that means there are less Leos being born because of No Fap November. And no, we can't have that. We need our Leos. We need our leaders. And so I think it should rotate. So next year, let it be No Fap October. Let's do it. Let's do it in reverse, right? And the year after that, let's do a No Fap September, and so on and so forth. Not the other way, but I think it should go the opposite direction. And then there's some, some evening out in that result that comes with doing the challenge, which is a lot of less births, but that 9 months later because of the challenge. And we know this. We know that's just the natural thing that's going to happen. But let it be spread out a little something, right? And so that I'm going to take that, upon myself to do. So we'll see how it works. For 2023, we're going to do either No Fap October or No Fap December, all right? All right, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. We need our Leos to be, to come through too. All right. All right. So relationships and everything. And I always got stuff to say about relationships. It's just something that's part of us. Is what we seem to all be seeking after we become adults, besides getting ourselves together with career and all of that. It's like meeting that one person that, we're going to commit to and spend, hopefully the rest of our lives with. And I think people kind of get discouraged about love and all of that, but it's natural, but love is beautiful. Love is beautiful, even if sometimes it doesn't work out. Love is beautiful. That saying, it's better to have love than loss and all of that. I really and see. I do think that's a good thing as far as like it's better to have love. I think is a good thing. The only thing about that is the trueness about it is you can't miss what you never had too. So it's kind of like, so on the one hand, to have the experience is beautiful. So on the other hand, if you never, if you never actually fall in love, you never experience that, you can't really miss it. So I don't know. I think it satiates people though. So yeah, you can't miss it, however, because it's in us. I think God put it in us to want of the whole, you know what I mean? I think of the yin, I think of relationships, And so we're whole, however we get together and we make another whole. So we have this longing to do this. So the people who don't actually experience it, it's like an insatiation there. It's like a lump that's never quenched. You know what I mean? And so I'm not sure that I would prefer not to have experienced love here. And so, y'all let me know what y'all think. And so, for some of y'all, discover, especially this time of year, and this time of year, as we go into winter and everything, a lot more people who can be down and out are down and out. That's just facts. You know, the winter months are the months where people tend to be down and out. And so you'll hear me talk about grief and healing a lot over the winter time because that's just facts. You know, I want everybody to be encouraged. Whatever you've been through, be encouraged because there is something to learn from everything that we go through. And I think it's actually necessary because we can't appreciate things until we go through them. So, and if you're not going through something, you know, that's, you know, but if you are going through something, you know, be encouraged by that. It's a beautiful lesson to be learned out of it. And, you know, when you go forward, you'll see that. You'll see that. And so, yeah. Relationships. So, because I'm not really on here with like a list of stuff to talk about, I'm just talking. I was also thinking when it came to relationships, how I did a video, it was a while ago. I'm a big blurred, is it blurred? Is it called blurred? Whatever. I like Big Bang Theory. That's one of my shows, right? That I, you know, a few that I have that I do watch. And so there's the character in there who's the let me just and I have to go on a recap of the whole show to tell you about it. But what it comes down to, he did this like relationship contract with his relationship. And I did a video about that a while ago. I think I still got it up. But I think it's a good idea. It's like having like a pre-nup. Yeah, I know what a prenuptial is, right? That's the agreement people make when they get ready to get married. But I think if we take that concept and we just do it in relationships from the time we start having them, it won't be, you know, it won't be frowned upon. People are used to them. It's something that I think will help, and um, and it's just it'll be a part of life. It won't be. I think it'll be equivalent to like when a new comes out. You know, how many years ago now? 20 years ago, the internet wasn't big, but now it was everyday occurrence. And so we got to this point and it took some time, but now we're here, right? And so I think if we start doing that, then it'll come a point in time where it won't be unusual. It won't be out of pocket. It won't be anything out of the way. And so what that basically is, like I said, is like an agreement that you have with the person that you are in a relationship with. And so I think it's a good idea to do. I think if y'all go into the celibate 69, y'all know I believe in being friends first. And so when you're friends with someone, all of that is not even a thought. Now, if you know that this is the person that you want to have a relationship with, or go forward with. You know that this is the person that you want to consider as a potential person that you'll eventually have something with. Then I think um, I'm trying to see how that would work with what I talk about, because that's kind of tough, right? I really encourage people just to be friends. You really gotta kind of not even think about it. If And I know if you got somebody particular in mind, that could be hard, but I'm telling you, friendship is just the best way. And no, I'm not married, and I haven't been married either. I used to run away from marriage. I got to the proposal part at least multiple times. And so yeah, the friendship is really important. And so yeah, having somebody in mind particularly is beautiful and everything, but I think it's just one of those things you just gotta kind of take a couple steps back and really put on that friendship cap. Now, with men, I think is a little different, because men, I think y'all gotta. Well, I think it's age too. We get older, we stop knowing how to be friends with each other. Like, I don't know what that is, but um, you had no problem having female friends when you were younger. And I know that's true for just about every guy. You didn't have a problem with it. But because you older now, it's difficult. And it's only difficult because we make it difficult. It's not difficult. It's just being a friend. And I guess it's about discipline, just like everything else. It's about discipline and keeping that friendship hat on until you know that you can take it off. If you're taking off that hat too soon, can mess up everything, because you're not really friends with a person until you're friends with a person. It's just, you can't rush friendship. And so yeah, that's what I think anyway. And that's just how I operate. And I know everybody doesn't operate the same or whatever, but I really um and I've been seeing some attractive men lately. Let me tell y'all. Look, almost got whiplash the other day. This guy came in the gas station. I could look. That's an unusual thing for me, but I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, but you just gotta know how to be friends with people. I don't know how to explain more than that. So um and I'm coming from a biased place, because that's how I operate or whatever. Um yeah, I gotta think about that some more and talk about it some more, because I have to kind of come up with a solution, because I think it's just about discipline, and that's really it. It is just that. It could be, I don't know, it can just be tons of people around you that could have potential, could be attractive, could possibly one day be something, but until you are friends with people, first of all, I don't know. I'm biased. Look, friendship is important. That's what I know. And I stand by that so very much. So nobody's perfect. If we allow our bodies to be in charge, you won't be friends with anybody, because your body will do things that won't allow it. And if you let your body be in control of things, and we can all choose to do that. But anybody out there who lives that way, I'll be really happy to hear from you and how that is for relationship wise. Like, is that a good thing for you in your life? Have you found someone special? Have you found someone to be, in a commitment with and marriage with, found true love, living that way? I would love to hear from someone who does allow themselves to just let their body do the, let their body do talking, so to speak, right? Friendship. And I've been hopping on this lately too, all through November, I'm sure. And this is just based off of what I talk about. And I live this life. It's not something I'm just talking about. Yeah. I think the difference is when you find a connection prior to the friendship, you gotta kind of reel it back a little bit. Yes, it seems like there may be a connection there. However, I don't really know you. And so there has to be some courting. And I think that's where it is. That's what I'm missing, the courting, because that's what courting is. Courting is the friendship stage, right? So I guess I got to go old school with it and put that title on it, because that's what it is. If you get the connection and you're not friends yet, you just gotta court. And court is no physicalness, is not is no intimacy in courting. And so that's what courting is. And so that is you but that's tough. I gotta make a whole video just on this, because I'm place, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. I just know that because I do things a little differently, I know it don't come across so smoothly sometimes, but I totally do believe that people can find a connection when they before they know someone. Some people, I've even heard stories of some people getting married after there was someone they felt that spark, they felt that connection. They didn't know the person, and they went forward with it anyway, and they didn't worry about all the rest of it. It happens, but that's our individual choices. I think friendship is important, and it just really, I think it's just the best way. And so that's my thoughts. Yeah, but it is possible. Everything is possible, But you can't mistake a connection for lust. You can't mistake a connection for your body being horny. You can't mistake a connection for that, because that can happen too, where your body is really what it is. It's not a connection, it's just your body. So it's about knowing yourself. So yeah, it comes back to knowing yourself. And so it takes time. It takes time. All right. So I'm not gonna be in here all night because I'm all over the place already. I just didn't want to leave it at that somber stuff I was talking about at the beginning of the video, because I really wanted to talk about it, but not to the point where that's how we gonna end this video, because life, these lifetimes, let me tell you, we can choose to be down and out. We can choose to have a smile on our face. I choose to have a smile on my face as much as possible. I could be sad and boo-hooing and all of that, but guess what? I'm gonna find me some way to smile or laugh or something. And I always share with y'all, one of the things that I like to do if I need a pick-me-up of some kind is I put on old school music. The old school jams, let me tell you. And I have to say, I have to say old school of like the 70s music. I mean, I think that one is the best old school music for just picking you up. And so jam some 70s old school music. You be dancing, you be singing, and the lyrics are good and decent and all of that. So that's my little, my little pick me up, even if, it's a sad moment and I need a smile. So yeah, I'll share that. All right, y'all. So on that note, I'm gonna get ready to go. It doesn't have to be an hour all the time. And I'm jumping on here just talking because I kind of want to be relaxed when I do tea times now. Used to be a time where I came with a list of stuff to talk about, but I think I'm gonna kind of chill on that, and maybe I'll have a topic, but then be free flowing, The video, it'll stick to a topic. So check out the videos as I post them. All right. Other than that, I think that's it for right now. It is officially Sagittarius season. That's the other thing. Shout out to all my Saggies. Look, most of my best friends growing up were Sagittarians. And so, yeah, I love some Sagittarius. Shout out to y'all. Let me shout out Ebony, Lima, Sean, Renee. Just let me stop there. But it's y'all month, and so I know y'all gonna do it up or however you want to do it, right? All right. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Hope everybody out there is well. Don't let stuff get you down. Let me tell you. It's the season. And so go ahead and find those old school, let me say, the 70s old school, and jam it out. Jam it out. That's not to say to avoid your feelings. You do have to deal with them. And so deal with them. Let them tears come if they're going to come. Let the sadness come up when it comes up. I'm going to have to repost the grief videos that I have. If you're dealing with grief, it's a process. Know that process sometimes isn't quick. And so you have to be patient with yourself. But you can still smile and laugh and all of that, too. And so, just don't stay in those lower emotions. And so, yeah. All right. And so, here I go. I'm going to see y'all again. Y'all look out for videos. Most likely y'all do tea time on, well, I'm not even gonna promise that. It's the season, and who knows, I may do tea times, multiple times in a week or whatever, but we'll see. All right, and y'all let me know if y'all want to talk about something in particular or have any questions or anything like that. All right, y'all. I don't want to forget anything. Anyway, it's more time in this month, so y'all see me again. Again, I hope everybody out there is well. Let me give y'all some love before I go. Oh, all right. All right, y'all. As usual and always, love and gratitude.